Welcome to Dream On Kennels. And in today's episode, we got snow. And we also have our week 5 puppy update. So sit tight and hang out with me and let's enjoy some of the cool things that have taken place over the past week. So up first, we have the puppies transitioning to gruel. Gruel is just a hardened dog food that has been softened and chopped up so the puppies are able to eat it. And we normally transition our puppies to gruel about 5 weeks old. Cool Breeze started on his gruel mission about 2 or 3 days earlier than Rabbit. Bluebell has only been producing milk in one tit, and so there started to be a size differential between Cool Breeze and Rabbit, and therefore I had to go ahead and transition Cool Breeze a little bit earlier than Rabbit. Once both puppies were transitioned over to gruel full time, I made sure that I separate their bowls. Cool Breeze is getting a little bit more gruel than Rabbit right now due to the fact that Rabbit is getting more milk intake during the day than he is. And so to balance out the calories or the nutrients through the day, I'm separating their bowls and letting Cool Breeze get just a little bit more than Rabbit. The transition to gruel for both puppies has been excellent. Both of them like the gruel. Both of them are digesting just fine. And so it's always good to see that there are no issues going from milk to the gruel. One thing that I will be keeping a close eye on is how long it takes Cool Breeze to close the height and weight gap between him and his brother. Next up, we have some grooming for the puppies. At 5 weeks old, the puppies are finally able to get their first baths. Up until that point, they have issues regulating their own body temperatures, so it is not wise to get them wet or give them baths before then. But we have reached that landmark where it's that time to get them bathed and cleaned up. Yeah, we started off with clipping the nails because the puppy's nails get so long and sharp, and it makes Belle unenthused as a mother to feed them. When the puppies are suckling for the nipple, they tend to push and pull and push and pull with their feet or their paws. And when they do that, the nails scratch and poke Belle really good. And so it makes her disinterested in feeding the puppies. So I have to do a great job of making sure that nails stay clipped very low. That way, Belle is comfortable feeding the puppies. And when Belle gets the opportunity not to do her motherly duties, she takes full advantage of not doing her motherly duties. And we don't need that. So we started off with some nail clipping, and then we went to give them their first bath. I think the funnest thing about giving the first bath is how the puppies react to water for the first time. They don't know whether to swim. They love to drink the water, even though it's soapy and all of that, and just, I guess it's part of the socializing behaviors as well. Seeing them in a different environment, seeing them on a different surface, in a different surface per se, and just a reaction to it is always funny. So once we got 2 clean puppies, it was time to get the little rascals in the living room for some more socializing. And this time, I had a surprise for them. And guess what I brought out to surprise their little butts? You guessed it. The vacuum cleaner. Man, I couldn't wait to see them with the vacuum cleaner because I knew it was going to be funny. I was wondering if they would be scared of it, if they would be intimidated by it, if they would try to, bark and claw and fight with it. Every puppy has their own personality. So to see them with the vacuum cleaner, it was going to be real fun. And this is what ended up happening. And to my surprise, they were not scared. They were a little bit cautious, but not scared, which is a good thing because it shows how much confidence that these puppies have. And it just shows how, they're just progressing the way that they're supposed to be. The thing about the vacuum cleaner that's pretty cool is that, it's loud enough to where it shouldn't scare the puppies, but it's also loud enough to be able to help them develop socially. You know, at this age, loud noises, different surfaces are things that you're trying to get them accustomed to before they go to their forever homes. So for them to react this way at 5 weeks old just shows that, you know, they're on the right progression. And even though they were a little bit cautious and, you know, which they should be because they never seen a vacuum cleaner before, I expect in the coming weeks that this behavior will change to them actually barking at the vacuum cleaner, scratching and clawing, and showing a little bit more dominant personality. Typically, the puppies are let out about 2 or 3 times a day for socialization. Get them out of the playpen, let them exert some energy from being in a smaller area, and just get out and have a little bit of fun, explore, and be puppies. And then I put them back in the playpen so they can go to sleep or get another helping of gruel. The last thing of the week was the expansion of the playpen. Originally, it was about the size of the kiddie pool, but I had to expand it because the puppies are getting bigger. The puppies were originally supposed to go into the garage this week, but because of the freezing temperatures and snow, this was the adjustment that was made until it gets warm enough for them to be able to go in the garage. That's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, be blessed.